Hello, dear students. Today we will talk about education and the function of schooling. As you know, this is in each country has its own educational style and schooling system. According to the variety, we will see some parts of the education and schooling perfections by using these topics today with you. Um, so let's go to the next one. Education, transmission of knowledge, skills, and understanding. School is an organization that provides instruction and institution for teaching of children. What are the functions of school? Mr. Nerch and Herbert 2001 described that the school as a first and foremost social institution, that is, established organization having identifiable structure and a set of functions meant to preserve and extend social order. Here given four purposes of schooling. The first one, intellectual purpose, the second one, political purpose, and the third, social purpose and economic purpose. These four purposes are interrelated in order to achieve a good schooling system. Intellectual purpose, to teach basic cognitive skills such as reading, writing, mathematics, to transmit specific knowledge. Political purpose, to inculcate allegiance in the existing political order. Social purpose, to socialize children into various roles, behaviors, and the way of society. This process, referred by the psychologist as the socialization, is a key ingredient in the stability of any society. Economic purpose, to prepare students for their later occupational roles and to select, train, and allocate individuals into the division of labor. Multiple school function. Technical economic function refers to the contribution of school to the technical economic development and needs of the individual, institution, the local community, society, and the international community. The individual level schools can help students to acquire knowledge and skills necessary to survive and complete the modern society or competitive skills. So the learners mostly they are very prepared their modern society. They are prepared for modern society, and also they develop their competitive skills in one class. Institutional level, school are service organizations providing quality service. Differentiate the manifest and latent functions of education. The psychologist Robert Merton proposed that the social institutions such as education in schools have functions that are both manifest and latent. The manifest functions are the ones that society intended those institutions to have. The latent functions are the ones that are not intended, but which come about even so. 6 major manifest functions of education. Social control. Schools are responsible for teaching values such as discipline, respect, obedience, punctuality, and perseverance. Socialization. From kindergarten through the college schools teach students the students' role, specific academic subjects, and political socialization. Social placement. Schools are responsible for identifying the most qualified people to fill available position in the society. Transmitting culture. As a social institution, education performs rather than conservation functions, transmitting the dominant culture, promoting social and political integration. So here given by promoting and political integration, we may see there are two options are interrelated and integrated. Education serves the latent of promoting political and social integration by transforming its uh, population composite or diverse ethnic and religious group into society whose members share to some extent at least common identity. Agent of change. Education can stimulate or bring about desired social change. Manifest and latent function of schools. Examples of manifest functions of school: instructions and training, developing of critical and creative thinking, and tasks essential for maintenance of society. Sorting, grouping students based on talents and abilities. Socialization, teaching the duties of citizenship, patriotism, and nationalism. Latent function of schools. The first one, restricting some activities. In our society, there are laws that require children to attend school or complete a primary and secondary education. This is compulsory in our country, in Uzbekistan. So primary school, nursery school, secondary school. So for sure, it's compulsory education. Everybody should go and finish these two, primary and secondary education. Keep students off the street and out of the full-time job market for a number of years by helping keep unemployment within reasonable bounds. Matchmaking and production of social networks. Because school brings together people of similar ages, social class, and race, young people often meet future marriage partners and develop social networks that may last for many years. During the school time, the pupils try to make friends, and they also try to be active in social life with teachers, with other classes, and they are they try to be very integrated during the studying procedure. Creation of generation gap. Students may learn information in school that contradicts beliefs held by their parents or their religion. A generation gap is created when education conflicts with parental attitudes and beliefs. What is generation gap? Generation gap is actually a difference between the people according to their age. For example, this kind of misunderstanding can happen among when the school learners get older in higher classes. They change. They don't want to listen to their parents, for example, or they can't find something common with them, and they are somehow aggressive, and they try to find other people to talk with them, to share their feelings. This is the generation gap. Example of Latin education of schools. Developing your youth culture that conflicts with parents. Obtaining potential mates, marriage mark. Custodial or caregiving survives while parents work. Challenging authority. Restricting job competition by keeping young people temporarily out of the labor force. So, beyond the presentation, this is the all about my presentation, and by the saying of this one, I give some essential information about the education system and education at school. Now we have primary school, which starts from the class 1 to 4. After this one, the learners go to the 5th class till 11. But before it was 9 plus 3 system. It means school children go to school till they are grade 9, and then they apply for lyceum, vocational colleges if they want to try to find another jobs. And also they these two options were also compulsory ones as well. But recently from this year, it's changed. From the last year, it's changed to come back to the previous studying system. It means that if the school children want to stay up at school and continue their studying till the 11th form, they may keep their studying place and finish the school at 11th form, and then they can apply for the university. If they wish, they can apply for the university. About the school subject, if I say about the school subject, we have a lot of specialized schools for school subjects. For example, for main subjects, mathematics, biology, information technology, for example, we have special classes for this one. And also nowadays we have a lot of specialized schools for language learning as well. Nowadays English is very popular, and it is basically taught from the first class students. But before it wasn't taught in the primary school. But nowadays the class of one can have an opportunity to have classes in English language as well. Until finishing, till the form of 11, they will be taught the course of English language. It's very, very beneficial for the learners starting up in their early age, in early class and early age. Positive feedbacks for this one. And also I can say that there are some differences and challenges about the schooling nowadays, some differences about it. I can say that the primary school education has been newly developed, has been newly opened. Some systematic points are looked through, and they thought that they may do some changes for the primary schools. Nowadays, the school children who goes to the primary school, the forms from 1 to 4, they study only 5 days. Saturday and Sunday are week off. They will not go to school, and they go only 5 days in a week. And also extracurricular activities for them. Each school and each teacher for particular group, for particular class, or organized extracurricular activities. What does it mean, extracurricular activities? It means that after the class, learners or pupils can stay school and do their home task. And after finishing all the home tasks that they covered in that day, they will do the home task, and then they can go home. It's also one plus for parents. When the pupil comes to home, they will not do so many pressure on doing home task. They can be busy with other issues like sport, playing tennis, or playing chess, for example. They will be busy with other extracurricular activities, which is not learning centered. Okay, that is all about the education and schooling. If you have some questions, you may chat me, or you may write me to my Telegram. You know my Telegram number, and we are contacting with you with a Telegram and in Moodle's platform as well. If you have some questions, you can ask me. I'm ready to answer all your questions. Lesson is over. Goodbye.